Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that great. No, I mean, he's right there, so I don't want to talk too good about him. But I mean, he makes tough saves look easy, and sometimes when you're in the stands, you're looking, you're like, oh, that wasn't that great of a shot, or that wasn't that great of a pass, or whatever. But it was. It just, he reads it so well. It's just an easy save. He doesn't have to reach out and make the spectacular save. It's just a routine save for him. So he was great for us tonight. I mean, great could be an understatement. It is an understatement. A lot of goalies in this league, we would have been behind a lot. So yeah, it's great. It gives us a lot of confidence to have him back there for us.
Right, and then at the other end, you guys didn't get a whole lot of shots, but you certainly capitalized on the ones you had. And the big guns come through with yourself and Kyle and Mark. Did you guys feel like you maybe rose to the challenge a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we hope to not play too many games like that. As the season goes on, results matter more. They're more important than how you play sometimes. But we know that if we play like that often, Bucky's a great goalie, but he can't always save us like that. We shouldn't have to depend on him like that. We can play a whole lot better than we did tonight.
You needed the 2 points, though, like you said. So
yeah.
You're not gonna pick apart the win too much.
Yeah, exactly. Especially after 2 tough losses to start the road trip, to get ourselves back, to give us a chance to go back 500. We needed this win tonight.
Right.
Like I said, at this point, especially at this point of the year, results matter more than anything else. But we're also trying to build our game so we don't have to turn a switch when the end of the year comes and the playoffs start.
Talked a lot about the power play lately. Would it be encouraging to come through and kind of get you going today?
Yeah, so it was good. I mean, we came back to the units we had before the Jersey game. We're still trying to find exactly what our identity could be. It was good to get a goal. I mean, goals help the confidence. We could have gone out there and not scored and been really good, and the confidence maybe wouldn't have been better. To get the goal really builds that confidence, and we only had one. It was 40 seconds, not even. And now we can talk about it more. We can do some video. We can prepare for the next game.
Ice time was down a little bit yesterday. I mean, was it a bit of a message sent by the coach, or how did you view that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the coach's decision on Bay to play. That's it.
Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Connor, goalies don't play back-to-backs a whole lot in this league. Obviously, it wasn't extensive travel or any travel really for you guys, but any thoughts on why that is? And did you tonight kind of maybe throw whatever prejudices there are out there kind of out the window on that?
Yeah, I don't understand why they're like that, but I understand it's a long season and you got to use everyone, and you want your backup goalie in a rhythm. And I always feel better in the second half, and I had some rest, so it was just kind of a perfect storm.
Right, and you talked last night. I mean, you were coming off an illness, back to 100% though, but that still can't be easy facing 50 shots. That's a busy night.
Yeah, no, I'm exhausted. Now I got to take care of the body and get ready to go for the next one.
Right. Rangers obviously have a very skilled, speedy team, lots of chaos in front of the net at times. I mean, how do you just kind of keep dialed in and keep focused on the time, especially in the
Many of them that would you describe what you saw from number 37 tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he was incredible. Obviously, they've got a really potent offense and a lot of high-end skill, and they're aggressive offensively. So he was unbelievable. Just looked so solid in there. I didn't think anything was going to beat him clean. It just was pretty impressive. Everything was sticking to him, and I thought we did a good job battling in front to try to let him see the puck, and when he sees it, he's going to stop it. But that's a pretty special performance. 50 shots, I think it was at the end, and he was insane tonight, just like he's been all year.
Talked a lot about the power play too. What it mean to kind of get one through, and kind of with the formula you guys have been talking about: good movement, good screen, good shot, all the things kind of culminating there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that our power play, we've got so many high-end players and skilled players, and we just had been in a bit of a rut. We tried changing some things up, but kind of went back to something that we've done in the past. And sometimes when you're struggling a little bit, it's just you got to get shots through. But great screen by Doobie, and it was nice to be able to get that one and get off the slide.
It's always a team first thing, but setting a special record this evening, especially given the guy that you played with as a partner. I mean, you thought about the significance of 57. I mean, 57 and counting, I guess.
Yeah, I think it means a lot. It's something that you're kind of aware of the last couple of weeks, and I'm more worried about how we're doing as a team and how we're playing. But when you kind of remove that and look at it, it's pretty cool, especially considering the relationship I had with Buff and him being sort of my first partner when I came into the league. And I credit a lot of the confidence I had early in my career to playing with him and his attitude and everything with the game. So it definitely means a lot to me, and it's a function of opportunity and us having a great team and great players that make my job easy. Just got to get them the puck and good things happen.
Good, you had a chance to give a little hug to a former partner as well with Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
We talked to him this morning. We talked about the significance of you guys playing together. He said he didn't want to text you and jinx it or whatever. But what's it like to see him kind of grow into the person and the player that he is, becoming the captain of an original 16 this year?
Yeah, for sure. He's a great friend of mine, and we spent a lot of time playing together in my first couple of years. And although he's only a year older than me, he had a few years on me for sure in the league at the time when I came in. So, tried to learn a lot from him. I thought our styles of game really complemented each other well, and we had a lot of fun. Obviously, we had some really good teams, and won a lot of games, and I just really enjoyed it off the ice, on the ice, playing with him. And now to see him transition here and be the captain of the team, and obviously the quality team they have, and a team that I think perennially is kind of near the top of the league and has a chance to win. That's pretty cool, and obviously to do that here in New York in Madison Square Garden, that's a pretty cool thing to be captain of the Rangers. So I'm just happy for him, and obviously I was sad that we couldn't be partners for a long time, but at the same time I'm happy for him and his family, and he's doing great, so just happy for him.
Josh, sorry, just one more for me, but you chuckle now about it, that you needed that 1 point for the franchise record. Looked like you had it Thursday, then they took it away. Looked like you had it last night, then they took it away. Was that almost, were you wondering if it wasn't meant to be or something?
Yeah, I mean, once the one went in tonight, I was kind of like, is there any way that was offside or goal interference or whatever? You never know. But I mean, both times, to be honest, they were the one in Columbus. I think the refs must have just got confused because there wasn't really any way. It wasn't debatable. And then, in New Jersey, I knew Scheif tipped it and went to Fetz. So, both times it got announced, but I kind of knew that it wasn't a true point. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I just trying to, more importantly, win hockey games and get back on the winning side of things. So, when it went in and whatever off Doobie, it was nice. And like I said to Ken, it means a lot to me, and it's a function of us having a great team and great players here.
Did you know it hit PLD like right away, or did you?
Yeah, I knew it hit him. Yeah.
So I was going to say another thing did get changed.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
yeah, totally. So it's
right
funny.
I know you guys got outshot. But
happy with how it happened, or not worrying about that so much tonight?
Not worrying so much about that tonight. Listen, they're a highly skilled team. There's 3-4 lines coming at you, and they're a high shot volume team, so we kind of expected it. We probably gave up a few extra shots than we needed to give up with our puck management, which got us in some trouble. The 4 power penalty killers, the 4 penalties we killed, and did a good job. We gave up a lot of shots. Listen, Helly was outstanding tonight. We needed that kind of performance from our goalie tonight. You talk about timely saves. There was a lot of them tonight, and timely goals. So.
Yeah, and I mean, when you factor in that this is a guy who was sick last week and then just came back, played for the first time in 8 nights last night, that makes it kind of an even more special performance, right?
It was, and again, last night wasn't a grueling game on him. It wasn't. We kept them to the outside for the most part, so it was a good chance to come in back-to-back, and we knew he was rested, and it was the right time.
So you got timely saves, but you also got timely goals, because you guys didn't have a lot of shots, and you were facing one of the best goalies in the league too.
Yeah.
But you get 4, and they're kind of from your big guys, your top scorers.
They
right?
came through when you needed the most. They certainly did. We missed the breakaway. We had some other chances that were grade A's. We didn't get a lot of them, like you said, but some of them were really good. He made some big saves, but we needed those goals to go in at the right time, and they did tonight.
It seemed like you came out with some physicality early. I think on the first shift, Neil takes a big run, Brendan does, Sam drops the gloves. Like, did you sense that your team was maybe kind of amped up here, knowing what they needed?
We had to, listen, we talked about it earlier today, we had to crank up our intensity. We had to start working a lot harder tonight. And again, the guys responded.
Oh, too. Last night you talked about ice time. Pierre-Luc was under 14 minutes. How do you think he responded tonight in terms of his?
Oh, listen, we had to roll 4 lines as much as we could because of the back-to-backs. I thought Doobie's, that's one of the better games he's played. He was really good tonight. He was a force out there. If it wasn't the back-to-back, and the 8 minutes we had to kill, he wasn't out there, but he was a big force out there tonight.
Mark scores that first goal, but then probably not a great play on the goal against. Nope. But then he goes and gets it back, right? You must like to see that then from a guy.
Good response. Yeah. So he gave it up, but then get it back. So he gets 2. Those are big goals for us.
And just on Dylan Sandberg, I mean, you talked about his game the other day, and it seemed like he played a pretty solid game last night. So what's that conversation?
Well, again, those are tough conversations, but we've got 7, 8 defenders because Capo's played well every game he's played, and we didn't want Logan sitting out too long in his back-to-back, so it was a good time to get him out there.
Helly tells me he doesn't understand why rules exist, why goaltenders shouldn't play back-to-back games. Is this the kind of game that would make you reconsider?
There's no rules on that, man. We need games to play or win. He's going to play. So would we do it again? Again, if it was a tough night last night, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So we held them down to 30 shots last night, and that was why we were able to do it. Thanks.